Welcome back, everybody. Today, as you guys can see, I'm in my car. But this morning, I've just sort of been looking through the comments from a couple posts I made yesterday, and I want to address that basically and why I made those posts and basically how they came about. And just to give you guys a little context into what you see here on the page and elsewhere, of course. So let me see if I can roll this window up. I think that's probably too loud for you guys. Gotta love the beauty of live videos. So anyway, the first video, rather the first post was a Magpul D60 post. That was a good sale that was going on over at Brownells. I think it was 89 shipped. Obviously, the context of this situation is that there was the largest mass shooting, at least as far as I know, in U.S. history yesterday that occurred in Las Vegas. Which appears to, we don't know at this point, and I really don't want to comment on that shooting. I really don't want to go there because I don't like sort of jumping to conclusions before we have all the facts. But what sounded like automatic fire, whether it was echo trigger, bump fire stock, who knows, it's irrelevant to what I'm about to say. So basically, I posted the D60, which is a relatively higher capacity than standard magazine for AR-15s that holds 60 rounds, and it was a good deal going on at Brownells, and I posted it for $89 shipped. That's historically a very good deal. I share a lot of deals here. So that post was scheduled, I believe. I scheduled that the night before at I'm on the East Coast for those that don't know, probably at 10 p.m. And I think it was to go live. I think I scheduled at 8 or 9. That's usually, if I schedule a morning post, that's usually when I do it. So I did. I posted it then. And it posted, and at this point I was up. I woke up yesterday around 7, and my father actually was with me, which is not always the norm. And that's the first thing he said. He said, "Hey, did you hear about what happened in Las Vegas?" I didn't. I pulled up the video on my phone, which was basically audio at that point. Is all we had, and I listened to it, and obviously heard, and then the numbers started rolling in throughout the day. Now, so there's that post. That's how that post came about. That some people were very upset about. And then I was down in Vero Beach yesterday, Vero Beach, Florida, for those that don't know, which is the home of Guerrilla Ammunition. That trip and that day that we had planned out for shooting a video has been planned for over a month and a half now. So well in advance of anything having to do with this shooting. One of the things we wanted to do was some full auto fire, because of course they have the capability to do that as an SOT and manufacturer. So we were out yesterday basically from probably 9 o'clock until, well, I mean, in various types of working conditions. I was working until about 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. This morning, straight through with no real computer access. Anything you guys saw me doing then was just from my phone from in the field. I didn't watch any of the videos. I didn't watch any of the news. Again, I was aware of what happened. So we were out there firing a M249 rather machine gun, which is chambered in 300 black, and we're firing some of their subsonics through that. Now, anybody who watches this channel probably realizes that that's a very cool and unique and interesting weapon system, and I figured most of you guys would be aware of that. Now, of course, again, I was aware of what happened. Now, in my head, I had the thought, because I'm a thinking person, of this might offend people because of what happened today. I did. That thought went through my head, but I posted it. I posted it on Instagram and I posted it on Facebook, and here's why. So, well, basically, to sum it all up, I don't want to make this a 10-minute video, but during 9/11, I worked at the airport. I was a U.S. Airways employee at the Charlotte International Airport. I worked there years before and years after. So every day I saw the differences that came after the 9/11 attacks. And it really did infuriate me to the point where I ended up joining the military. And that was, of course, for other reasons as well. Just to see how, in my mind, in so many ways, they were getting, the terrorists, were getting what they want and changing the way that we went about, as Americans, our daily lives. So with this guy, who, by the way, he's not a shooter, he's not a gunman, he's a killer, he's an evil, murderous bastard, okay? He's not a shooter, he's not a gunman, evil, murderous, killing bastard. That's who he is. That's who he was, from everything we know at this point. The only person with blood on their hands was not the weapons manufacturers. It was the guy, as far as we know right now, in that room doing the firing upon those innocent people who were doing nothing besides enjoying their day and their freedoms as American citizens, and unfortunately were killed or injured. So And that was the first thing that came to my mind, was my experience at U.S. Airways and how it used to upset me that I felt like they were winning, and the way that we lost so many freedoms due to their attack on us and our liberties. So I posted that video. Again, I knew there was going to be backlash. I did, because I was firing a fully automatic weapon with the events that happened yesterday. But listen, that was scheduled, again, at least 45 days in advance with the folks down at Guerrilla Ammunition. So if I didn't post it, I felt like that evil bastard would win, right? And that's exactly what I didn't want. I didn't want that to happen again. And I obviously control my channel, and I think that we, as Americans, my personal opinion, is that we shouldn't let these people dictate the narrative and how we live our lives, right? If you guys were going to buy a suppressor yesterday and you saw it happen, go buy a suppressor. You know, you didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong shooting that M249. It's an excellent gun. I wanted to show it. I figured a lot of you guys would be interested in it. Again, I understand the sensibilities, but at the same time, I don't want to let these people win. These people that want to control the narrative of how we live our lives and what people like myself post, in my opinion, again, that is the wrong answer. I don't want to say I'm sorry if it offended you, but if it offended you, please understand my reasoning behind it. That is why. So you guys can see I'm kind of getting worked up about it, because it upsets me. It really upsets me when these people control everything and try to make it about the guns, because it's not about the guns. Even if they were full auto and they were machine guns, it's not about the full auto machine gun. It's about the freaking evil, murderous bastard that did this crap to these innocent people. It has nothing to do with the guns. If he drove a van into the concert, or an 18-wheeler that he rented into the concert and killed 50 people, it wouldn't be about the van. So why is it about the gun? It shouldn't be. And it irritates me. So that is why I did the video. Again, I understand some of you guys who are upset by that. I do. But that is why I did it, and I would do it again. I refuse to let these people win. At least in my life. In my channel, they don't win. They don't win. We win. We, the overwhelming majority of American gun owners who use them every day, as I had planned to do yesterday, and I had done the day before, and literally had done the day before that, with an instructional class I was giving on teaching new shooters and welcoming them into our community. If I had that class scheduled today to teach, I would go teach it. That's what I would do. Because I believe in this. I believe in freedom. I believe in our American right to defend ourselves, our human right to defend ourselves, regardless of what evil, murderous killers do. Not gunmen, not shooters, evil, murderous killers. They don't win. Not in my world, and I won't let them win here. So, again, sorry if I'm getting upset, but it upsets me. And, again, that's why I did it. If I offended you, I don't want to say I'm sorry. I understand that. I hope you can understand my reasoning behind it. And, I guess that's it. So I'm going to get out of my car and go about my day as I would do any other day. But I want to make this video to address those concerns, because I realize they're valid concerns, and I just wanted to give you some context into what was going on in my life, and sort of how I perceived it. And that's pretty much it, guys. So that's it. Thanks for watching. As always, I truly appreciate it. And yeah, don't let them win. That's my message. Don't let them win. All right. See you guys.